The universe, from the dawn of time, we've been trying to conquer it, get closer to it, and touch it. But it is much more than we could ever comprehend. So complicated, so enigmatic. It is intangible, yet it is a body of knowledge with its own laws and regulations. However, decades ago, we kind of got there. In 1969, when Apollo 11's mission landed on the moon and waved their flag for all the world to see and made it into the history books. In reality, we lost so much footage and data because we weren't equipped with the right facilities and tools to capture this moment. But now, we are, and this decade seems to mark a new chapter in the field of astronomy. Space exploration is now on the rise, and the right tools and technologies are now present to support these endeavors. Countries like the UAE have participated by launching their own exploration missions to outer space, hoping to complete their own moon landing by 2024. But before we step into the future, let's take a step back. What we have now is all credited to the past, the beginning of the journey. Much of what we know about the solar system, stars, and lunar cycle has been established in the Middle East. We can even trace as far back as ancient civilizations in ancient Egypt, Persia, and India. They've built their shrines and palaces to align to key astrological coordinates, such as the Egyptians aligning their 3 pyramids of Giza to the 3 stars on the Orion's belt, as a way to orient themselves and ground themselves to a proper time and place continuity. So as the next step, scientists wanted to understand why things are the way they are, and many have succeeded in doing so. They innovated ways to view the heavens and provided explanations. Over the course of the years, however, there was a visible decline in the industry in our region. The West, especially the Americans, have dominated the industry with a large emphasis on outer space exploration, which was a foreign prospect at the time. In the UAE, however, there's a great potential to bring about change and shed light on the great minds in the region and encourage more. And with the right funding and technology, we can further our legacy. Architecture is a great way to solidify this vision. It has always been the mediator between us, allowing us to safely navigate the galaxies. To most people, stargazing was one way to indulge in astronomy. Through planetariums, observatories, and museums, we could learn about space. There's a great number of possibilities architecturally in this field. Astrotourism is a relatively new concept that can make astronomy more accessible to the general public. Moreover, architectural complexes for training, research, and testing are needed to fulfill the requirements of the demanding program of an astronomical facility. Therefore, a space complex can be proposed to create a fusion between all of these functions. Ideally, this complex should be located appropriately in a location that is remote, at a high altitude, and that is untouched by light pollution. The word space quite literally conveys both the extraterrestrial and the architectural meaning of the word. Space is a concept that isn't limited to what's beyond the atmosphere, but it also encompasses the tangible, like the walls of the caves the first men drew the stars on for the first time, and dreamt of what's beyond the sky.
Which aspects of our nature will prevail is uncertain, particularly when our visions and prospects are bound to one small part of the small planet Earth. But up there in the cosmos, an inescapable perspective awaits.